Alright, hey guys, today we're going to be getting our artifact weapon for fire mages. So let's go ahead and do this. We have to go defeat a Dreadlord in the Violet Hold first before we can do anything.
I will explain along the way.
So let's go ahead and get in there.
Oh,
also the character copy has just started working. So this is the first character I actually copied over, my mage. Which, not like great gear, it has like the normal, it has like 700 PvP gear. It's something. So yeah, a lot of the quests have been, a lot of the starting quests have kind of been like buggy because of so many characters in there, with the character copy just coming in. But thankfully now, oh, you can actually, okay, that was kind of odd. But now you can skip the starting like hour and a half, so I should actually be able to have about everything, like all the artifact quests done like in the next day or two. Because the main thing is I wasn't wanting to do the starting quest over and over, because it was just a ton of time that you had to spend on that. It was crazy, like maybe about an hour or two each time you did that. So, fire mages. Fire mages, they feel better than they did in WoD. I like how they feel better now. You get a whole lot more pyroblast, it seems. So that's always fun, because you have more talents that just have a chance to cause pyroblast. So, oh, I missed my Inferno Blast there. Alright. Get that rift out of here. Like that right there, where I just got 3 pyroblasts in a row. And 2 right there. I will show you what that talent is in just a second. It is... where is it at? Controlled burn. When you gain heating up, you have a 10% chance to instantly activate Hot Streak. So that's really nice to have. And the Pyromaniac, which when casting Pyroblast or Flame Strike while Hot Streak is active, you have an 8% chance to instantly have another Hot Streak. So if the Pyroblast crits, I have a chance. Well, every time I use Pyroblast, I have a chance for another Pyroblast, but when it crits, I have an even bigger chance for another one.
It's working. Activate the forge.
Alright. Activate the forge. I'm assuming we're gonna gain some kind of buff.
Take my power, champion. Banish this demon back from whence it came.
Increased damage dealt by 1000%. Okay.
Use a little help here.
Alright, let's get a crit and start just chucking Pyroblast. There's another crit. There's another Pyroblast, and he's dead.
The Legion will know your secrets. Count your days, Mage. I will return.
It is done. Thank you, hero. Aldi.
It is good to see you, old friend. Though I wish it were under better circumstances. The Dreadlord's defeat is only temporary. Once he regains his strength in the twisting nether, he will seek the forge again.
Then I know what must be done.
And what is that? Transport the forge to a safe location.
Alodai, we need your help. We must take the Forge of the Guardian to a safer location.
Alright, so I'm guessing it's going to be our order hall? Oh yeah, okay. Oh. So, maybe it'll probably have like this rubble and whatnot taken care of when we get done with everything.
Help how I can.
So, what is a forge? Forge is ancient artifact, blah blah blah, okay.
The Dreadlords must fall. Honor the Tirith fallen.
Alright, well, what do
You have my ear. The Tirith Guard must not fail.
is this bugged any?
Beware the Nathrith.
Okay, we're good.
Yes.
Dreadlord's prize. We will learn teleport to the Hall of the Guardian, which Hall of the Guardian is,
Must fall.
that is our class hall. Alright. A mage's weapon. We go up here to the book and we choose our artifact and we're gonna get Fellow Malorn. Flame Strike in its native tongue. Oh, speaking of Flame Strike is actually, you guys might have seen it light up the same way Pyroblast does whenever I get a hot streak,
How I can.
which it's actually does a good bit of damage now. It has almost like the same cast time as Pyroblast, though. But yeah, if you have to AoE people, Flame Strike is definitely the way to go over Pyroblast, and that's nice to be able to have that.
Greetings. I trust this projection is clear. This is Modera, Archmage of the Council of Six. I've come across a lead on a weapon that could significantly aid your fight against the Legion. My source is, well, unable to join us within the city. I ask that you meet with me at the crater of Dalaran's foundation in Hillsbrad.
Okay.
Due to the sensitive nature of this matter, I must ask for your discretion. If you attempt to speak to me at any other location, I will disavow all knowledge of this message. I await your arrival.
Alright, so we have to go to the crater at Hillsbrad. So the old Dalaran crater. Alright. Alright, here we go. Now the person's actually there. Yep.
Welcome. I'm glad you received my message. King's honor, friend.
Okay, so gotta speak to your associate.
The wounds inflicted by the Divine Bell incident run deep, Aethys. Others in the Council are not as forgiving as I.
Okay. So what you got for us? Where are we going?
I will bring your case before the others, but I cannot promise the outcome will be in your favor.
Okay, so we have someone obsessed with finding Velo Malorn, and then super obsessed
Glory to
and
the
it's been
Sindor.
years. What is this? Saw
Icecrown.
vision
You
with
believe
the
you'll find
weapon
her
in
there?
hand. Around the land was covered in ice, and an all too familiar fortress loomed behind her. Wait, Wait, so are we gonna go to ICC?
Farewell.
Yeah, we are. Okay.
The reckoning is at hand.
Portal will take you directly inside of Icecrown. Alright, let's go. Cool. Okay. Defeat the Iceborn Conjurer.
I sense an intruder who has come in search of plunder. You underestimate the dangers of Icecrown, foolish mage.
Alright, just kite these guys around for now.
So transparent.
Flame Strike does not bad damage.
Seeking Phenomenon. You hope to use it against the Legion. Interesting. I wonder if you are as powerful as you believe, then perhaps you may prove more worthy of the sword than the last mage who came to claim it. But be warned, I will not be responsible for the fate which befalls you, any more than I was for what happened to the last seeker who hoped to take my relic. Should you succeed, the blade is yours. But if you should fail, then you will become a mindless minion of the Scourge. Do not expect my protection.
I keep forgetting to use Living Bomb. Because Living Bomb has a lot shorter of a duration now, but it explodes and passes on to everyone, which is really nice. Now, how long is the dirt? Okay, so Combustion has a pretty short cooldown. Basically what it does is sets you on fire and makes it to where all your abilities crit for like the next 10 seconds or so. So you just get a ton of Pyroblasts in that time. And he should be dead. Alright, cool. Servants of the Lich King have conjured walls of ice. Destroy them. Okay. There we go.
I too came to Icecrown in search of fellow Milorn. The Lich King gave me the blade, and more. He gave me purpose. Only when the blinding pain of life left me did I see the truth. Only then was the majesty of the plan revealed. You do not realize that you're groping in the darkness. Fellow Milorn would be wasted in your hands. The blade is mine by the will of the Master and by rights of blood. Oppose me and you will be struck down.
Alright. So she is a little bit crazy. But you know, it's alright. Boom. I like the instant flame strikes. Those are really nice too, especially for AoE. Makes AoE so much easier. I mean, AoE before his Fire Mage was still pretty easy. You would just like spread all your dots. Does this still spread? Well, I mean, you don't have combustion anymore as a dot, so we could actually use combustion again. Boom. I just like shooting Pyroblast so much. Such a nice feeling to it. And then Living Bomb blows off of him, spreads to all of them. Oh, and you also have a new talent for Blink, which is Shimmer. Which is... I really like it because you can use it while you're casting. I don't know. It's unaffected by like global cooldown. I'm gonna actually test this. Hold on. Can we... Okay, that's cool. Let's make some food real quick. Here? No. Where? Did I not make food? Oh, it just makes the table. Alright, make him blow up with Living Bomb. Boom. It kinda hurt. Okay. Well, we'll be alright with this. We should be able to deal with these guys without getting hit too much. Here, we can just use combustion so we can go ahead and take care of them quicker. And I don't know if it was how, if this was how it was in Alright, sorry about that, but I don't know if it was how it was in Warlords, but what was it I was talking about? Inferno Blast. I didn't know if you could use it while casting. I didn't play Fire Mage much in Warlords. I played Arcane, which is actually what... It was really close between Fire Mage or Arcane, but Fire got like some buffs recently and I wanted to see that. Fire does seem pretty strong right now though. So that's good. Frost, I've heard people down-talking it a lot, saying it's not as good as it used to be. Which, I mean, I was never really a fan of Frost, so I could really care less. Can't target her. We have combustion back up. There we go. So many Pyroblasts in a row. What was that, 4? Maybe 5? And there's our weapon.
You are truly worthy of the blade. Claim your prize and leave, hero. The living have no place within my prison of ice.
There we go, fellow Malorn. Nice. Alright. And what is this? Phoenix Flames. Hurl a phoenix that causes 38k fire damage to the target and splashes for 11k fire damage to all other nearby enemies. So we... Okay, so that's the orbs flying around me. That's a cool little effect it has too. Can we... We don't have a target, so... Alright, nice. So, is that it? Oh, let's go check out our class hall. That's what we have to do. We have to go turn in this quest. We'll go to our class hall, see what it unlocks for us. Probably like Fire Blast. Fireball's damage is increased by 15%, which will be nice. Give us more incentive to use Fireball instead of just Scorch.
Light be with you. Go with honor. As you can see, our former colleague followed through on his promise of assistance. I trust you will take that into account.
How
as
do
you
we
consider
know
his
he won't
request to be
betray
allowed
the
back in
Kirin
the
Tor
city?
once again?
So are they gonna let him back?
That's two in favor of allowing Aethys back into the city.
They're gonna let Aethys back to the city?
How do
I
you
trust the wisdom of Carlene's
Alright. I guess he's back. Neat. We know what happens to him
what say
too.
the rest of you?
Alright.
Then it is decided. Aethys Sunreaver, you are free to go. Do not misuse this opportunity given to you.
Okay, let's go up to our class hall. Yeah, okay. Okay. This is nice.
Yes.
Use the Forge of the Guardian to unlock the first trait for my artifact. The Forge is down there. Oh, here's the Forge. Okay. Increase fire damage you deal by 5%. Okay, that's a lot better than just the fireball. Alright, cool. So what are our major traits? Targets affected by your ignite have a chance to erupt in flame, taking 4,000 additional fire damage and reducing the remaining cooldown on Phoenix Flame by 5 seconds. Pyretic Incantation? Is that it? Each consecutive critical strike you deal increases critical strike damage you deal by 5%. Oh, that's nice. So we're going to be stacking a lot of crit again. An Inferno Blast just does extra damage over 9 seconds. It's kind of anticlimactic, but it's something. The other two seem really cool. So, alright, that was the Fire Mage Artifact quest line. If you guys liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff really helps me out. And until next time, bye!